Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making, episode 148. We're currently playing as Kaiser Anselm the Great of the Holy Roman Empire. He's the son of Kaiser Arnulf, who himself was the grandson of Kaiser Wilhelm III. And we're at war with Ireland for Count Pilib's claim on Dublin. Just in there, so we're just having our army move around a little bit, you know, do its thing, all that sort of genius. I think we've still going to have a truce with the King of the Isles up here for, only for another 2 years. Excellent. And we'll use that to take his shit back. He's the former King of Scotland. And down to the south, let me just check on the Chillined truce. Oh, that was a little bit of lag there. Not even unpaused. Come on, this current Sultan. Good, our truce with him will run out fairly shortly. Presumably the same thing with Nubia. You'll find often that your truces run out in waves, and yeah, that's kind of expected. Our truce with this guy here won't run out for a while though. Yeah, another 80 years on him. Were we trying to get him killed? No, we were trying to kill the King of Scotland, and making fairly decent progress at it. I'm going to cancel that plot though, because our truce with him runs out fairly shortly anyway. We're not going to have much of a good chance there, despite him being maimed. We can just hope that he drops dead from being maimed at some point. The Sharazid Sultanate? Or the Shardam? How's that going? We're clear with them. Whoop. Okay, so for them, I think we'd like to take the rest of Baluchistan. How's our supply limits fare? Absolutely atrocious. But if I hit the rest of Baluchistan off them, I'll get into Multan up there, and that will be good. That will let our armies do something while we're waiting for our truce with the Batid Empire to expire. So let's just head on over to there, and these guys can head over to there. Let's give these guys an army commander. There we are. Right, quick check of our actual commanders. Yep, everything's looking good. This army here is still tuckering along, getting up to where it should be. It still requires 4 more knight retinues, so we'll see about getting those in a moment. But let's get this game playing. I've been slipping a little bit. There we go, little victory down here in Christchurch, which means, apparently... Oh good, the King of Ireland has surrendered. And we just got a message from Rome telling us that, hey, everything was good with the Pope. Okay, so now we have a truce with the King of Ireland. I'm going to keep our armies in Oriel, just so that if there's some sort of rebellion in Ireland as a result of us killing all of their troops, that they will, you know, be in position to take advantage of it. Now, as I was saying, I've been slipping a little bit. Normally, the length of the episode lasts for 3 years, and of late it appears to have been only going for 2. I'm not sure if that's because the game itself is slowing down. It does slow down when you start getting more and more provinces. Some people have reported that it can take, you know, 5 minutes for an entire year or something like that. I don't know. But basically we're trying to avoid that. I think my computer's good enough that we won't get so much slowdown. Because it is a calculated sort of thing. If you have it on the fastest speed setting, that slowdown is way more noticeable. Simply because, well, at that point, you're running at the higher speed level, you're running as fast as your computer can handle. And if it can't handle, you know, that particular speed, it'll slow down. So it's a lot more obvious on speed 5 than it is on speed 2, which is where we're at. We have a de jure claim on Swistan there. Interesting. What we're going to have to do here is probably split our armies up into, 2 stacks each. Actually, let's check this out. So the Shah of Sharazid Shardam has really nobody on call. He's got this guy, but this guy is just like Baron of some place, and he's in prison anyway. How many dudes does Visharadid Shardam have? Visharadid Shardam is Vishardam of Baluchistan normally, so it will appear in the ledger as Baluchistan. There it is. 15,000. Nothing to sneeze at by any means. And it would be a holy war against the Zikri, which the Korobadids are not. The Korobadids are Sunni. And that could be kind of interesting for us. My daughter Benedicta is a charitable little rascal. She just gave her newest toy to the smith's son. Yes, she's turning out well. Good work, Benedicta. And this guy thinks that the Count of Archer should serve him directly. Should he? Yes, apparently. He has a point, I guess. Oh, Duke of Antioch, where's the Duchy of the County of Archer? Yes, it really should, so he has a point. Done. Okay. Ah, there we go, something happened. Castle walls were built in Nuremberg, so now they can build, well, spend most of our money to build the next level of keep. That should keep them out of mischief. Oh, dad jokes. Right. The Kingdom of Cyprus? That's news to me. Okay, we're still apparently losing the Kingdom of Scotland on succession, but I'm hoping that we live long enough that this will not be such an issue. Where was Scotland at? I just want to check it out. There it is. Right, so currently our vassals are fighting each other in Scotland. And Gurma converted, and so did Ariun. Ireland, however, has instituted limited crown authority. That's good. Oh, come on, dudes. Get out of the provinces that you're all in. Ugh. Taking a bit of attrition damage here just because they stacked up at some point. Come on. Ah, it doesn't matter. They'll get out of that. We've got more than enough money to soak it. There we go. Wonderful. Now, I'm not going to split the armies up until I declare war, simply because I know that the supply limit varies depending on your current state, like of war with people. For example, this one here might kick up to 19,000, and in that case I'll be happy parking one of my armies in there. Just waiting for these guys to get up to Zahedan. And then I will consider, that to be fine. So who is fighting in Scotland? Is it just this guy? That's de jure Scotland, right? Yep. So they're having a little revolt for Galloway, but it should be over fairly shortly, I want to say. The Duke is winning 52%. We can't stop that. And if we do get the knowledge that it's stopped, we will try to institute elective monarchy. We're still auto-stopping plots. Yes, we are. Got no particular plots I want to get involved in. Jeez, guys. Stop that already. Is that the rebel army? It's certainly the... No, that's the army of the Duke of Galloway. The Zikriya heresy appeared in Shaka, which I know is down here. That is a little unfortunate, but, you know, it should be dealt with in time. Hopefully we don't get any rebellions. And German culture is still spreading nicely. Well, very nicely up here. Look at that. That's beautiful. Very good. Anyway, I feel like that war is going to take a while. So I'm going to start these moves. Now, I want them to be moving in at the same time, so I'm going to fiddle with this guy's movement until he's at the 1st of December as well. There we go, that's close enough. Now we just wait until about the 20th, and then I'll make our war declaration, and then we'll check out the supply limits. Oh, that'll do. Come here, Shah. And we wanted Baluchistan. Go. Okay, so that's at 15, that's at 15. You know, 15 should be fine. Yeah, I'll take the losses. Let's go. Excuse me. Kufa converted. Get a lot of conversions, it's pretty awesome. Okay, 2,000 guys in that place. That's alright. We can assault this one when we get the... You know, we can probably assault both of these, but this one's more assaultable. Shagai. Days for you, 13 days for you. Right. So this guy here is definitely taking an attrition tick in the meantime. Or they both did. But that one there should fall. No, we're not going to burn down the trade post in Venezia. Thanks, but no thanks. Seriously. Come on. Oh, what just happened there? Nope, bit of lag. Nothing to worry about. Okay, this place has now been captured for the good of us. So we're going to move our forces up to Kalat. It's only going to take us 23 days, and we've got a bit of a better supply limit up in Kalat. Now these two provinces are actually kind of shitty. This one only has one barony and nothing else. No, not even the potential to have anything else. And Kalat has a barony and 2 slots that are empty. But that doesn't matter. Jeez, we captured a lot of people, didn't we? Only one of them is ransomable, so let's send her home. But it doesn't matter, we're taking these 2 provinces to escalate war score, and from there we'll move into Bost, because Bost still has a good supply limit for us. You, can you attack? Apparently you can. Wonderful. Bit lossy, but you know, nothing to worry too much about with our amazing retinues. Excellent, and we kidnapped this woman, who is unransomable. Right. Diplomatically explain why I cannot release rebels, you idiots. Okay, these guys have successfully made it somewhere where they are not being attritioned. Good on them. Let's just hit this mosque and then we'll hit the city. Perfect. We actually kidnapped this young lady. And ransomed her back. Wonderful. Yeah, I don't see the Shahrazids putting up too much of a fight. Not only because our, you know, traditional German blitzkrieg is working quite nicely, but their realm is shattered, essentially. Turkestan, you want to sort of, you know, not have issues because you're going to have to back up your Tengri bro in a moment when the other Tengris show up. That was a plot which couldn't be ended. This guy wants a claim on Yagra. Well, Yagra likes me, so you... Well, you're Tangri, aren't you? But I can't tell you to end the plot. I am your liege, so I am going to imprison you. Done. Nice and easy. Right, let's just take this town. There we go, lovely. Move on to somewhere where we're not going to die first. Ah, this is good. This is good. I'm very glad that the Charizard guy changed at some point. And here we are! Accept. Wonderful. Okay. So we still have 17.5 there. These guys are actually in a bit of trouble now. They need to move back. They're going to take more damage doing that. Let's, well, first of all, let's get rid of these places. These two. I believe that we should be able to grab the Duchy of Baluchistan. Thank you. And we were going to give that to Count Adolf. Yeah, why not? So tick the box so that he gets the counties as well as the duchy title here. Baluchistan. Done. What's Baluchistan part of? Part of Baluchistan, which itself is part of the Persian Empire. Well, that's alright. So now we've actually taken all of Baluchistan. We could conceivably usurp it with no issues. Except that, you know, he's currently at war with somebody else. He's defending against a Kievan invasion. Well, the Kievans are about to have a bigger problem on their hands. Alright, what we're going to do is head into northeastern India. Ah, I've just noticed that we can't actually do that quite easily due to this mountain range. My bad. We can still get a holy war on, it's just we need to move around through here. We're going to take a lot of attrition, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, to actually be able to get into northeastern India properly, we'd need to take Zabulistan and Kabulistan before we could get into Gandhara. Oh, we could look at this guy, realize that he holds a single province, he has no allies worth speaking about, the only problem is that he's a Hindu. So he'll call on others, but he won't call on any of the mages, because the mages are Buddhists and Jains. The Hindu religion does not have a lot of large nations. So what we're going to do, split the army. Mayor Wolfram's army, which is split along some bad lines for some reason, but I'm not going to worry about them. Ah, siege expert, lovely. Okay, so now it's Duke Ulrich's army is going to head around to Bari. And this one here is just going to sit pretty. So he moves out of the 22nd of March, so I want to get my declaration on, basically. Then. Excuse me. Asaeta has converted. Alright, let's get this declaration going. It's a holy war for that one province that you happen to have. And again, it's a single bad province. Like, it's got one thing in it. Which means it will be very easy for us to take. And once we take it, we might have a decent enough supply limit to be able to move the other bit of the army around. He also raised troops up, which is wonderful. That's going to work out well for us. Except for, you know, the 2-month travel time. I mean, really, guys? I'm just leaving these guys here to reinforce. don't feel like we would have taken enough provinces then to be able to get another knight retinue, and I am quite correct. We can't build anything anywhere else. No. Ah, we can build something in Eppenstein. Wonderful. And we end. Must have been a wave of technological increase. And the keep in Passau. Nothing in Munchen, obviously. Munchen is pretty damn capped out, I gotta say. We are really draining our coffers a little bit. Castle infrastructure in Steiermark went up again. So there's a whole lot more things available to us. 24th of September this year, and I will probably just be taking Tunis from the Chilonids. It's either that or Alexandria, and I prefer to push up this way so that my armies are just in a naturally good position. Well, they're not moving out. This really is not going to be a difficult fight. Nobody's even started to join him. Yep, he started to move out. But that doesn't matter, we should have enough to, you know, besiege the place. And the Pope's given us 200 gold, because the Pope is a lovely chap, who we never ask for too much from. Well, not anymore anyway. Hiya, or Heya converted. Okay, there we are. Yeah. 16 days, we'll assault it and win the war. And I'll start moving this army around. I think I saw that a war ended. Was that this one up here? Maybe it was. Let's check Scotland. I won't be able to change the laws right now because I'm at war. But yes, all of my Scottish vassals are at peace. So let's end this war quickly so that we can change Scotland to an elective monarchy. Pope's dead. Pope Martin II has died and been replaced by Pope John Paul, who might not be a very good pope. He's on a good learning aid, but he's pretty good at stewardship and diplomacy. Well, good on you, Pope. Got a lot of allies there as well. Also, he's a Littlefinger. Are we pretty much just going to be having Littlefingers on the Pope throne for like this time? Ilsa has gained the gregarious trait. And maybe +2 diplomacy? That's weird. Let's see. It says that she gains 1 diplomacy, but it says that she does that twice. So let's see. She's got 11, and that's not with the gregarious trait. So gregarious will also give her 2. So 15. Bang! Yeah, wow, we were right. Amazing, Ilsa. No, I'm very pleased with that. She's my eldest daughter. So yes, very nice, very nice. You'll make a good wife for somebody. Okay, let's assault this place. New mayor of the Hansa. +30 opinion with the new pope. Not too much to care about there. My liege, it pains me to say there is a traitor in your realm. So this guy is attempting to besmirch the well, the goodness of the Duke of Upper Burgundy. Now, the Duke is kind of an ambitious dick. I mean, he's got the ambitious trait, but he doesn't dislike me so much. So I'm going to tip him off. You know, maybe that'll help out. 100% war score, all good. We need to find somebody to give that to. Of note, the supply limit is still fairly atrocious in that location. So our next holy war will be down into Multan itself. we should be able to get much better supply limits down in there. But I need to distribute that title to somebody. There's nobody that we can generate in the area, so let's find ourselves, as usual, a nice male Catholic German adult. Clicked the wrong button there. Unimprisoned non-ruler. Who isn't a Littlefinger. So, Poppo. No. Augustine here has a nice stewardship, so we'll give it to Augustine. Or Augustin, who is married to Luitgard. I thought that was a male name. Oh well. Don't ask, don't tell. Right, so, Scotland. Elective monarchy. And Prince Rudgar, my son, who is apparently wearing a cloak for some reason. Seriously, guys? Let's nominate you. Rudgar starts with an R. There he is. Sorted. And the next guy in line can up it to high and get primogeniture. Guaranteed he might piss people off in doing so, but, well, YOLO, I guess. Time for some war. Okay, so the supply limit has not increased that well down here, but these armies are going to get there a month apart, so I'll just send one over the river Indus into Karor or something. Good, good. Military tech is coming up, that's exceptional. There's a slight army here. You know what? Oh, we're not going to assault over the river. So we're just going to move there, and as you can see, this army will move out on the 21st. This army will move in on the 31st. So everything is good there. One of my children, Prince Gerlach, my son, who is quick. Right, I remember this one. He requires a guardian. Well, unfortunately, I'm kind of guardianed out at the moment due to my children. One of them will go away in about 2 years, but that's not long enough to leave him unguardianed. So what we're going to do, we're going to train him for Marshal, I feel. Marcus or the Grand Mayor? The Grand Mayor is brave and zealous and diligent and proud, so we'll give him to the Grand Mayor. But he may become Greek. We don't want that. So instead, maybe this guy? I mean, this guy is diligent, but he's trusting and content. That'll do. And in a couple of years, we'll just kind of reclaim that. Of note, how are yours? Wow, you've been busy. Any of these kids geniuses? No? 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 Sickly? God damn it. Is it that hard? What about Baldwin? Do you have a genius kid? No? No? And no. Man, genetics is hard. Few people have joined this war against us, namely this guy up here. Kind of to be expected, though. This woman who is not actually part of my court wants to kill people. Won't accept an end plot, that's fine. So let's have a look at how Scotland's going here. Yes, obviously the independent guy thinks that he should be King of Scotland, but our man has more votes. So we're all good on that front of things. Okay, siege in place. Obviously we're not going to be assaulting with just 10,000 men, unless it's somewhere like this, which apparently has less men than it looks like. We're truce is expiring with the Chillinid. Wonderful. Some factions have disbanded. That's probably due to the elective succession thing. 6.2 in the Independence faction, we're fine there. Except for that one time, we've really never had much trouble with factions. Also, Shaka just converted. It will still have the, religious unrest modifier for another year-ish. But it converted, so it's no longer part of the Zikri heresy. That's great. That's really great. Let's continue fighting. We're definitely going to hit 12:15 in this episode, so hopefully we'll see the start of the Genghis train. Or not Genghis, the Mongols. Genghis doesn't actually show up. Because you're dealing with his descendants. We're attacking this place, by the way. Just straight up hitting it. Okay, looks like they're calling in some other people. That's fine. None of these have any sort of bearing. The only one who might would be the Batid Empire here, because they are Buddhist, so they could decide to get involved, but we'll have plenty of warning. And thus be able to gather our dudes up. I feel like we should attack down into this place. I will see about that. Just because they're sitting in there trying to take this place back, and it's a nice weak target. Unpause the game, subby. Get rid of all of these messages. Yeah, so we're going to have to completely destroy the Chilinids before we look into usurping the Sultanate of Egypt, or, creating it at that point. Ladistan converted. I had to break up a fight between my daughter Benedicta and another child today. So that's the envious trait. I don't particularly want her to have that, so let's talk to her about kindness. She has gained the kind trait, plus diplomacy. Good work, good work. I wouldn't mind changing to agnatic cognatic, but it's a lot of, an issue sort of thing. To have no vassals fighting each other. Anyway, we've got a revolt in Ragusa. Just down here, 6,000 guys. You know what, lads? I think it's time for you to go and prove yourselves. So let's find some commanders. Very nice. And very nice. Off you go. There's still 19,000 of them. They'll easily defeat these guys. And I believe that truce is over, my friend. I want Tunis. Now I'm pretty sure that Egypt still has a fair number of men. 15,000. So not as much as Baluchistan had, or about the same amount as Baluchistan had. But we'll just sort of move in, do our business. Yeah, there's the massive 18,000 there. If I can, I would like to try and get to them. Ah, right. See what they're doing here? They're trying to join up with this army here. They're not going to make it in time. And they're also taking a fair amount of attrition. Just keep an eye on these guys. Yeah, see, they've stopped their movement. These guys have stopped their movement. These guys are restarting again for some reason. What are you doing? We've won a little battle up there. Do we still have a decent supply limit over there? Yep, so we'll head over to Tunis itself to beat up these 2,600 guys. And we'll get there on the 1st of November, so that's a not really a very quick one because, no, I was wrong. November does follow October. They got there in a day. Amazing. Battle is joined here. This is a much more important battle. We have taken river crossing penalty, but it's nothing to be concerned about. The battle up here was a success. We're just going to sit in Tunis itself and besiege it. Why not? We've got the supply limit too. He has way more than 1,500 men. And he's in this army himself. Okay, beat them up. We captured this guy. This guy isn't all that good at military business, so let's see if we can ransom him. We can. And we captured this guy who is... well, he's not that good at military stuff, but he has the desert modifier, so that's just, you know... it's too much to deal with. Now, we are taking attrition here. I would like not to be taking attrition here, but, well, that's just how it goes. So we can move out and get there on the 3rd of December. He is not moving. There is definitely no river crossing. It's desert. So if we can get there without losing too many troops... also, why is Eberhard leading that army? He is so bad. Guntram. And while Lambert has a really high martial stat, I'd like to see if we can find a better guy because he's also a coward. Franz, you're leading troops in Don Potage, that's not necessary. Have some more commanders up here. Peter? And Lambert, apparently. What? Nah, whatever. Well, he's not moving yet. Now, if this army here, this 5,000, or this bunch of 5,000 army, they're headed different directions, so that's fine. They're not going to become an issue. If this guy stops moving, though, we're going to have to reconsider what we're doing. I don't think he can move out at this point. Looks like we've got a battle coming up. And just before they move in... Let's see. The Grand Mayor is in Achia. Let's just give ourselves the best possible chance. Charolais, is that right? Charolais. There we go. And just because I like to be a bit of a completionist about things, I'm just going to see if our army's lost any commanders, because sometimes they do. Alright, all good. Let's watch this battle. Battle is joined. Right. Immediately. Very good idea giving ourselves 20 pluses, because they have a 21 plus, who is the Mamluks. Right, that's why they've got so much more troops than expected, because they've got the Mamluks. I think the Mamluks are a mercenary company, but it could also be a religious order. The Sultan himself has a fairly high stat, and this guy isn't worth anything, but they're stacked on one flank. We'll crush the center, we'll probably crush the right flank. The left flank will give us a little bit of drama, but once we crush the center we should be ready to go. The reason why the left flank has so many men is because that's where the Mamluks are. Yeah, so even then we're still doing that flank enough damage, and yep, okay, good. This is going alright. We're losing a little bit on this flank, but our other flanks have come in and we've won the day. Castle walls were built in Moldorf. Let's get a keep. And back to the battle. Massive victory. 7 points of military tech, 143 prestige, about 70 piety, 30% war score. Now, did we lose any retinues? We did not lose any retinues, and we are going to chase. It'll only take us a few days to chase down as well. That's wonderful. Oh. The Khan of Khans. My liege, vague rumours of an all-conquering menace have reached us from the Far East. It seems that the great Khan has united all the tribes of the vast steppes, leading millions of fierce horse warriors against the great cities of Cathay. Cathay is China. In time, this new Khagan could pose a threat to the civilized world. Khagan Batu of the Golden Horde. A fine tale. Yes. Completely unassassinatable because he might be in Saray, which is up here for some reason. Really? But he has nobody in his court. So if we plotted to murder him, no chance. We could pay 450 for an assassination, but then the Kievan will actually get revenge plots on us and all sorts of weird shit like that. It's weird. Anyway, we're actually going to just let that happen. I think it'll be amusing. Here's our chase-up victory. Oh, we also want a siege over here. Excellent. How's our Ragusan stuff going? Ah, we actually have a battle. Fairly easy battle that we have won. We are going to have to chase those peasants down though. No dramas. Looks like we lost our spy master. Well, I'm just gonna have to get a new one. This guy will have to do. He might be a drunkard, but at least he likes me, and we'll set him up into Tobruk. Now, we're going to chase these guys down. We certainly are, because Tobruk has a very nice supply limit for us. Give it up, buddy. Nope. Okay. Fair enough. Just slowly besiege his stuff down. We might not end that holy war by the end of the episode, just so that I can... just in case it gets crashy on me again. Yeah, that might be a good idea. I'm starting to think that Christine may fancy me. Well, my wife is too old to give us more children. Alright, let's make a move. And at the same time, can we divorce my wife? Yes, we can. And we're going to... yes, we're going to divorce my wife. She doesn't hold anything important. Are we? Yeah, look, she can't give us any more kids. So let's divorce her. Pope. He'll get back to me. I went to Christine's chamber and gave her a good tumble. And we've been granted the divorce. Thank you, Pope. And we killed this guy in battle. Good-o. So, I need a wife. First of all, we'll pick the ambition to get married. Now, that gives us 10 piety if we get ourselves married. So, let's do this. 16-year-olds. We're looking for good genetic traits. Ooh, strong. Any more geniuses? Even I'll take quick. Quick is good. Yeah, it's not looking very good here, actually. I wish there was a way to search by trait, but that would honestly make this fairly easy. There's a quick one. Ah, and a fortune builder as well. Predslava. You are Orthodox, but we can change that. And you being Russian isn't such an issue. You. take a little bit of prestige hit, but that's alright. And our defense is too large at this point in time. That's just because we've lost a little bit of our stewardship. I forgot to check the woman's stewardship that I'm about to marry, but that shouldn't be such a big issue because, well, she was quick. Yeah, see, 13, that's fine. Let's get the gold. Good, so we've married this lovely lady here, and we're going to demand a religious conversion. And I've fulfilled my ambition to get married. Were there any universities we can fund with that money? Not there. Ah, wonderful. And this one? Out there building city walls. This one, that'll do. Very good. So now the universities of, we're going to call them Predslava University from now on. I will forget that. Oh, this rebellion is over. Thank you. So this army can once again move back up to near Oberbayern. And we're just going to sit in Tobruk and take it, slowly reinforce up to where we should be. The remaining armies of the Chilonids are not enough to deal with us. So let's go back to India. How are we doing over here, lads? Good, she's converted to the Catholic faith. Wonderful. Let's give her a little gift just to, say thank you for converting. So now we're back at 100 opinion of her. Good, good. And my demands limit is up to where it should be yet again. A little bit of a battle between opposing sides in there. Interesting. There's actually quite a number of troops. Did this guy join in? No. Oh well. We're going to just quickly assault this place, march over here and just rejoin the armies because this place now has 25,000 as its supply limit. And when we do that, we will be able to crush any and all opposition. Oh, so many notifications. Come on. Just get rid of all of these. Come on. Did I say something about Ireland there? Nope. What about this guy? How's this guy doing? 11th of June, that's this year, so let's move our troops. Well, first of all, let's see what our options are. Well, we've got the de jure claims, but we also have the general claims as well. Now, Argyll is part of the hills. This one here is for the duchy. That won't get us the duchy, but this guy will be much more willing to vassalize to us. So let's head to Galloway. From there we can strike down into the Isle of Man and, well, then eventually head up to Innsgale. Good. Liege reinforcements in Oberbayern, that was. Or, levy reinforcements, not liege reinforcements. We lost the trade post of Gabes, tragedy, etc. This army here is looking to get its teeth kicked in, though. There's a trade war going up north. The Hansa have declared war on Skane for a trade war. And speaking of just looking at trade, look at this. Isn't this looking wonderful? Thrace and Skane have the Black Sea. That is the Black Sea, right? Yep, the Black Sea. Ascalon's done well in the Western Med. Solano and Pisa are taking care of the Central Med. Tangiers is around the Strait of Gibraltar, as it should be. Skane and the Hansa are doing nicely up north. I don't know how Demietch is up in England. Aswan and Basra are doing their own thing. Basra's even come over here. Exceptional. I'm really liking seeing that Republic spread. Okay, so let's see. Good, okay, our armies here are fine. Let's just assault this now. Thank you. The truce is expiring with the Scottish guy. Let's see. Oh! All of the armies appear to have actually self-regulated themselves. Bit low on the cavalry here. Is there an issue there? I hope not. Anyway, let's continue. Improved keeps in Österreich. Nothing to do there at the moment due to the fact that we're already building things. Excellent. Let's continue with the assaults. Number 2 is, I don't know why they bother taking the trade outposts, because they don't do anything like in relation to war score or whatever. I guess it could be annoying if we were to actually care too much about trade and the income that we were getting from that. If we were a republic, it would probably be pissing us off, but we're not. We have vassal republics. He's not going to be able to move out in time. Okay. That army appears to be moving into Berserk. They're really just attacking the trade outposts. That is bizarre. Like, I don't understand why they're doing that. 9th of June. Gotcha. 2 days to move between Tunis and Berserk. That's awesome. Oh, yep. So he's got his heir and himself in the same battle. You fool! Can just capture one of those. That would be wonderful. We've got a supply limit here. That's irritating, but not to worry because it's a fairly easy battle. And we've won that battle right there. I'm just going to quickly take back my trade post because, well, fuck you. And then head on back to Tunis to keep sieging the easy places. It looks like we dragged a few people out of, you know, castles and all that sort of business. Alright, let's attack the place. Multan. Okay, that's given us Multan. Has that helped us with the supply? Not much. It's fine. Still a no for him. Still a no for him. What's happening over in Tobruk? Looks like you guys have formed a whole bunch of stuff. It's a lot of armies running around. Is that because you're at war with other things? Yes, so while these are substantial armies here, they're not Chilenid armies. They're Chilenid vassal armies and trying to deal with their own thing. So I don't have to worry too much about them. Which is good, because they're kind of substantial. And I'd prefer not to have to chase them down. 83%. Okay, so he's on a yes, but we're not going to accept that right now because it's very close to the end of the episode. And if I get a crash now, I am going to rage so hard. Ilsa asks, if a tree falls in the woods and there's no one to hear it, does it make a noise? Well, she's already arbitrary, and this could get her the diligent trait, so let's try that. She's diligent as well. Lovely. Ilsa is quite an exceptional young lady. Glad to hear it. How about you? Nope, still not giving up. I'll just assault him to the point of giving up and then probably end the episode. Constantine converted. Still a no. It's kind of impressive, actually. And you know what? I'm going to actually head down to this one because this one has a much higher supply limit. Presumably because this one is plains and this one here is counted as jungle. Jungle is not great. Oh, there's a local death cult. Okay. Wow. Not accepting that offer. It's a peace offer from the Chillinid, but I'm not accepting it because, well, I really don't want my game to crash. Just like really don't want it to crash. So yes, we're in the Mongol danger period now, where the Mongols could show up at any moment and declare war for what they declare war on. Okay, we've got a little battle here. That's fine. That's actually given us war score to make an immediate victory there. That's fine. We don't have an immediate victory with the Chillinids, but it's, you know, fairly close. Let's just try and escalate to getting an immediate victory, not one that we have to wait for. Perfect, perfect. And we'll end the episode on that point. So, as usual, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below and I'll get to them as soon as possible. If you liked the video, please give it a like, and if you would enjoy seeing more, well, go ahead and subscribe. In the meantime, though, once I click through all of these messages, yeah, there's nothing important here at all. But yes, in the meantime, I have been Sub. You have been yourselves. Later.